You've probably been in that meeting, right? The one where the highest paid person's opinion just seems to win the argument no matter what. But what if there's a better way? What if decisions were actually driven by data, not just authority? Well, today we're going to dive into how SAFE's Measure and Grow framework helps organizations do exactly that. And this quote from Jeff Bezos, it just nails it. This is the whole goal of a really solid measurement system, to let the facts do the talking. It creates a level playing field where the best ideas, the ones backed by real evidence, are the ones that win. Okay, great. We all agree facts are good. But that immediately leads to the million-dollar question. In a really complex organization, what should you actually be measuring? How do you know you're tracking the right things to help you improve and grow? It's way too easy to get lost in a sea of vanity metrics that don't mean anything. And that is exactly where SAFE's Measure and Grow comes into play. It's not just a random collection of charts. It's a structured approach. It's designed to give you a clear, big picture view of your organization's health and progress, and it helps you pinpoint exactly where you should focus your energy. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the 3 domains that are really the heart of this model. Then we'll break down how to measure outcomes, flow, and competency. And to wrap it all up, we'll talk about what it really takes to make these metrics matter in the real world. Let's get into it. The whole framework is built on a really simple but incredibly powerful model. So instead of trying to track dozens and dozens of disconnected metrics, SAFE helps you organize everything into 3 clear, distinct domains that all work together. And those domains are outcomes, flow, and competency. I like to think of them as the 3 legs of a stool. Outcomes tell you if you're building the right thing. Flow tells you if you're building it the right way. And competency tells you if you've got the skills and the know-how to keep getting better. You really need all 3 to get a stable, complete picture. So, first up is outcomes. This is the big one, right? This is the ultimate bottom line. It answers that fundamental question: are we delivering actual, tangible value? Are we really making our customers and our business better off? Now, SAFE uses 2 key tools to measure outcomes. Think of KPIs like your regular health checkout. They measure your ongoing performance, stuff like revenue or customer satisfaction. OKRs, on the other hand, are more like your personal fitness goals. They set ambitious targets to drive a specific change you want to see in the future. You need both to know where you are today and to get where you want to go tomorrow. And hey, let's not forget, it's not just about what's happening outside the company. A truly crucial outcome is the health of your internal team. Employee engagement is a huge leading indicator of future success. Why? Because a burnt-out, frustrated team just can't deliver great outcomes for very long. Happy, motivated teams are the ones that are productive and innovative. Okay, so if outcomes are all about what we build, our second domain, flow, is all about how we build it. This is where we measure how efficiently value moves through our system, from that first spark of an idea all the way into a customer's hands. To really understand flow, SAFE gives us these 6 core metrics. We're not going to do a deep dive on every single one, but let's zoom in on a few of the most critical ones that'll give you a good feel for it. First up, we have flow distribution. This one basically asks, what kind of work are we spending our time on? Are we only chasing shiny new features, or are we also investing in our architecture and paying down technical debt? That's what enablers are. That crucial behind-the-scenes work that makes everything in the future faster and easier. This chart shows that balance perfectly. Just imagine if that new features slice was, say, 95%. Sure, you'd be delivering a ton of cool stuff for a while, but you'd also be building up a mountain of technical debt that's going to grind everything to a halt later. This metric forces you to have an honest conversation about those trade-offs. Next is flow velocity, or throughput, you might hear it called. This is just a simple measure of your output. How much stuff did me actually finish in a set period of time? It's a fantastic indicator that your process improvements are actually paying off. If you remove a bottleneck, you should see your velocity go up. Now, when you look at a chart like this, the most important thing is not the absolute number. This is not a competition between teams. Please don't use it that way. It's all about a single team's trend and its stability over time. A predictable velocity is a sign of a healthy, reliable system. Now this one, flow time, is one of the most customer-centric metrics there is. It measures the total wait time from their point of view. When they ask for something, how long does it actually take for them to get it? Getting this number as low as possible is a huge goal for any agile system. So where does all that time go? Well, the flow efficiency formula tells the whole story. And I'll be honest, this number is often the most humbling and also the most powerful metric of them all. It shows that in most organizations, the real enemy isn't that people are working slowly. It's that work is waiting for people. Items just sit in queues, sometimes for weeks. And finally, we've got flow predictability. I like to call this the trust metric. When a team commits to doing a set of objectives, how often do they actually deliver on them? A reliable, trustworthy organization is going to operate in that 80 to 100% range. That's what allows the business to make promises to the market and actually keep them. Okay, so last but definitely not least, we come to the engine behind it all, competency. Look, you can't get great outcomes and smooth flow without great people and solid practices. So this domain asks, do our teams have the skills, the technical agility, and the leadership support they need to not only deliver value today, but to keep getting better tomorrow? For this, SAFE provides a whole suite of self-assessments. And this is so critical. This is not a report card for your boss. It's meant to be a treasure map for the team itself. It shows them where the gold is buried, where that next big improvement opportunity lies, and it helps them find ways to grow and learn. So there you have it, our 3 domains. But, just collecting the data isn't enough. You can have the most beautiful dashboards in the world, but if they don't lead to better decisions, they're completely useless. So how do we make these metrics actually matter? To make this all work, a few principles are absolutely critical. First, don't just stare at the dashboard. Go to the Gemba, the real place where the work happens, and see it with your own eyes. Always ask yourself, does this metric help us make a better decision? Be super aware that whatever you measure will change people's behavior, so you have to choose wisely. And finally, look at the data with curiosity, not with judgment. Every number is telling you a story. At the end of the day, all of this comes down to culture. The real goal is to build an environment with psychological safety, a place where data is never used as a weapon to blame people, but as a tool that helps everyone learn together. You want to create an environment where the facts, even the uncomfortable ones, are seen as friendly guides on your journey to getting better. Because think about it. Your systems, your teams, your customers, they are generating data all the time. Right now, that data is telling a story about what's working and what isn't. So the only real question left is, are you ready to listen to it?